My Hero Academia is mid. Okay, I'm just joking. I titled the video that, and I'm saying this right now just to get a reaction out of people. I actually think the show is really good, but today we're going to just discuss. I honestly think My Hero Academia is overrated. I think it's a solid, like, B plus tier anime. I don't think it's shit, but I don't think it's as good as people say. And my problem with the My Hero Academia fan base is they don't want to accept that My Hero Academia is like a normal, like, we've seen it before. That's my problem with My Hero Academia, and why people, like, we've seen this shit before and so many other things. Like, it's so, like, generic, but it is a good anime. I don't want people to be like, oh, you, like, in the comments roasting me just because I said. I mean, honestly, I don't give a fuck, but I do think it's a good anime. I just don't think it's as good as people say. I think it's like B plus at most, and people hate when I say that, but my argument is that we've seen this shit before, and it's pretty generic until you get to maybe the overhaul. Like, overhaul is when it starts, I think the show starts to, like, really, like, get good. But the first, like 2 seasons, especially season 3, is good, but, like, wait until you meet overhaul. I feel like that's when the show starts to, like, really pick up. But before that, it's pretty generic shit. It's about a main character who doesn't have powers, gets powers, and now he's the shit. We've seen it before. And I always say, like, okay, let's talk about Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins is an anime I always say I like more. I know the anime is dog doo-doo, but the story is really good to me. And what I like about Seven Deadly Sins, to me, it's unique. And you don't really see shows like that, especially shows where they be killing, like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but they be killing off main characters in that show sometimes, and you're just like, wow, that's freaking crazy. And the powers and shit is just unique to me. But, you know, like, Bond's powers literally, like, taking his opponent's physical power, and he has a cap on it. I think that shit's unique. Or Meliodas is full counter. Like, that's all he really does is, like, full counter, revenge counter. That's unique. Deku's main ability is super, like enhanced power. You're not gonna tell me this ain't generic. Again, I think the show is good. I just wanted to talk about it because when I talk to any My Hero Academia fan that is their favorite anime, it's over. It's game over. Like, you can't argue that show is, like, the best show ever. Like, it's a good show, but it's not the best show ever. There's other shows that are way more... To me, a good anime is when it's unique. It has great characters, good music, a decent animation. Because I'm not I don't care about... I could watch Seven Deadly Sins. The animation's, like, a big part, but, like, you shouldn't let your show be carried by the animation. You know what I mean? There's some shows like that, and you're just like, So uniqueness is big. Obviously, the story matters. And, like, if you ever watch the show Death Parade, it's one of the most unique animes I've ever seen. It only has, like, 12 episodes. I highly recommend it, Death Parade. And I'll probably do a review on it because it's that good. It's one of the most unique animes you'll see. It's literally about what happens when you die. And there's something called Harbiters. And basically in that anime, when you die, they make you play a game. And that game, it could be like throwing darts or something. But it always has a twist on it. It's fucking crazy. That game determines whether you go to heaven or hell because you're going to act crazy. Like, they'll say, oh, if you lose this game, it's linked to your life. But you don't know you're dead yet. It's one of those unique animes that makes it such, like, almost a 10 out of 10 anime. If it was a little longer, I'd probably give that... I mean, you know what? Fuck it. 10 out of 10. Maybe 9 out of 10. It's really good, though. I think it's one of those short animes that are just so unique and, like, you don't see that shit before. That's what I call it, 10 out of 10. My Hero Academia is like B. It is a good show. It's entertaining. And also, yeah, like, being able to watch the show for a very long period of time, that also makes, like, a thing. Like, if you can just sit there and watch it, because some shows are fucking boring. Let's just admit it, some anime shows are boring. But My Hero Academia is one of those shows that it really is good. It's not the best anime, and I hate to say that. I mean, if we go season by season, like I said, overhaul, that's when it gets crazy. That season's really good. Now, that shit could almost be that season specifically, but the show as a whole, I think it's in the beginning, second season with the tournament, it's good, but, like, again, we've seen this shit before with the rivals and shit, and people over-exaggerate the fights. I don't think until the overall season the fights are that good. Literally, people talk about Deku versus Todoroki as one of the best fights, and when I rewatch that fight, all I see is Deku flicking things, Like, he's doing this, bro, breaking a finger. And that was, like, most of the fight is just them shooting shit at each other. It wasn't that entertaining, bro. It wasn't like they were throwing hands or anything. Which, I mean, you don't need to throw hands. Because Shikamaru in Naruto has some of the best fights in the show. And half of his shit is strategy. But my point in making this video is not to shit on My Hero Academia. It's to talk to My Hero Academia fans and say, bro, like, your show's good, but it's not the best show ever. And it's okay to accept that. And it is an average show. We have seen this shit before. With characters that don't have like powers and all and stuff like that, or like just like what he's a good guy, like Deku's such a goody. It's so cliche, the show. That's like cliche everything. You have a super cliche villain, and I don't know, the show is good, don't get me wrong. I love some of the characters, like Toga. I love Toga. I find her like one of the uniquest characters because she's crazy, like legit crazy. I find that shit dope. Some of the characters in there are funny as hell. Twice as funny. Who else I really like? I like a lot of the side characters, but when it like a Deku, I mean Bakugo, I'm more of a Bakugo fan than I am of a Deku fan. Like Deku to me is just, I never really liked Deku, and maybe that's the reason why I don't hate him, obviously, but I just feel like the show is so cliche because he's such a good. Bakugo's a dick, and he's like an ultimate dick, and that's his rival. Obviously, they explain why he's a dick. All Might is like this figure, like this perfect figure. Like, it's, to me, the show's like very like cliche in a way. There is really good scenes in the show. The tournament has some good scenes. I don't know. It's one of those shows that I don't think it's one of the best, but I don't think it's one of the worst either. Like, if I had to put it in my tier list, if I had to put it in the actual tier list video, I would probably put it maybe B minus, B. Like, I would watch it. I would probably rewatch it. It's good. I'll show it to friends. I'll recommend it. I just don't think it's the best anime ever. Like, I'm more into unique animes, and maybe that's just me. I like things that you never seen. That's why I'm such a big fan of Death Note, because when that shit first came out, no one seen shit like that, bro. It was so unique. A book that kills people. Like, you've never seen that shit. Like, you write the name. A normal human. It has no powers in this show. No fighting. It's a book that can kill people. And the fact that L was smart enough to like already trace it down to just the people in Japan, like, and then you're trying to, one is trying to find out one's name, and the other is trying to find out if he's actually Kira. You never seen that shit before, and it had plot twists and shit. Promise Neverland's another good one. It's just unique shit that I really like to see. Yeah, I just want to talk about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy like these talking videos, let me know. Like, subscribe, and comment for more. But, yeah, I don't actually think My Hero Academia is trash. I want to put that out there. So that way, you know, people aren't getting mad or whatever and feeling emotional. I just like doing these talking videos. These are going to be my in-between videos, so that way I can upload more frequently. Again, I'm probably going to do maybe a reaction video tomorrow. I might edit that, do some... throw that out there, because I have some videos saved up, and then after that I'll do a gaming video, or maybe I'll do another talking video. Comment some topics or anything. Since I'm new to the YouTube scene, I do play games and all that, so if there's a game you want to see me play, comment it. If there's videos that you want to see me react to, comment it. If there's a topic you want me to talk about, comment it. Yeah, these are my raw footage videos, so there's no edits. Usually my videos have crazy edits, and I like doing these because they're so easy to just do. I literally just throw on my camera, the AK, my phone, and film and talk. It's pretty simple. So yeah, that's my opinion on My Hero Academia. I think it's a good show. It's just not the best. That's literally it in a nutshell. In a nutshell, not a whole long ass video. But yeah, let me know your opinion in the comments. This has been Kira. And peace.